Hey guys, welcome to Under Review. I'm back, y'all. I'm amped up. I haven't been in studio in so long. I'm so excited.
Take your knees.
I miss you guys. I miss my studio. See, I'm so amped up. I ain't put my phone on do not. Hey everybody, welcome to Under Review. For those of you that haven't been here before, you are watching the best sports show with your girl Nashi, and I'm joined with U-GoBoy, host of the U-GoBoy podcast.
Yahtzee, all the good Yahtzees.
That's your only podcast, or you got another one?
This one, still got Yo BTV Sports.
Okay.
That still exists. You know, we're a little hiatus now, but we're gonna get it up and running at some point. Yeah, that's about it. And music.
Y'all know what to do.
And Wizards and thousands of other stuff.
He stay getting to it. Y'all know what to do. Share, like, subscribe. You can find me on YouTube at Under Review Podcast, and on Instagram, Podcast Under Review. Somebody else got my name, so we just had to flip it and reverse it real quick. But I'm back.
He's back. Return of the Mac.
And we lit.
Hey, I like it. I'm glad. This is where you belong.
Hello.
It's fun. It's fun doing the virtual episodes, but you know.
But I was struggling.
Yeah. The tech.
I was struggling.
The tech was getting the best of you.
I was struggling, and then I figured out that Riverside FM thing.
Okay, well,
it was definitely my bank.
Okay.
The bank said, "No, we don't know though. Block it." Block it.
Your bank thought it was the feds.
Listen, U-GoBoy and I did a amazing episode last week where he had Ceedeelamb as the top 3 receiver, but I didn't drop it, and y'all know I was ripping him because top 3, y'all? Like, what are we talking about here?
Top 3 is not 3.
Okay.
I said what I said.
All right. We'll revisit that conversation. But let's jump straight to it. Falcons, Bucks.
Yeah, man. Listen, Kurt Cobain's.
He back.
He back. Like, that 1 o'clock Kirk Cousins thing is.
He said, no mas. No mas.
Like,
I'm in prime time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get these W's.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain's is he's showing me something, you know, surrounded by all these weapons, man. You know who's happy that he's there? Kyle Pitts. He's like, yo, I can catch the ball now?
He showed out.
Like, look at my hands. I can use them.
And so much, you know, speculation, hearsay, how was Kurt going to look coming off that injury? Was he going to be a little slow? But the Falcons look like what some people projected them to look like before all the negative energy. And I'm going to be honest, in that division, right now, because we got to go, it's only 4 weeks. Well, now we're into week 5. But right now, I have to give it to them in that division right now.
I trust them the most. I will never trust the Saints. I just can't.
I
can't trust
the Saints are always, to me, contenders, pretenders. You know, that's been my MO.
They're very fugazi to me. They just are, and I'm not being bitter because they wiped the floor with Dallas. I'm just saying, like the way that the way Atlanta's constructed. Of all the teams in that division, I like the foundation that they've built. I actually prefer a veteran quarterback, not too old, but semi-old that understands, you know, as the season goes on, how to win certain types of games. Right. And Cousins is in year 13. Yeah. You know, I mean, there's not a coverage that you're going to throw at him that's going to just fool him.
And he's playing well.
He's playing at a high level.
Falcons, they got to get right on defense a little bit.
Yeah.
They brought Matt Judon down there. I miss Matt Judon.
He missed the
But they brought him down there to get the pass rush right and tight. Only week 5, so not much improvement, but I'm sure they'll get it together. Like, they committed, man. Yeah. They brought Simmons down there. They committed. So they're going to be okay. Kirk Cousins, 509 passing yards, 45 for 58, 4 tutties. All right? At least 6 completions to 4 different players. Completed 28 passes. We talking Drake London. We talking Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
And, of course, the resurgence of Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
If they could keep this going, then the sky's the limit for them.
And you didn't even mention Bijan.
Oh, Bijan running that route.
Bijan and Algiers, both of them.
Can we talk about, you weren't here last season with me the few times that we were rocking out, but I just remember like yesterday when the running back position was so obsolete.
Yeah.
Don't pay the running back. We don't need the running back.
You know who I'm rocking.
And the teams that are flourishing right now, outside of the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, because he's an outlier, but the teams that are flourishing right now,
it doesn't matter.
What are they doing? They're running the damn ball.
They're running the rock. They're running the rock because football is still football. It's still football. You still on some level you have to be able to run the ball.
Listen,
on
people.
some level.
Listen, people.
Just saying.
Pop Warner coaches, if y'all out there and y'all was telling them kids we don't need running backs, don't let the NFL gas you up.
Yeah.
I was very adamant last season. I don't care how much they try to make it a passing league. Sometimes you got to stick to the foundation.
Yeah.
Run the damn ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And listen, Pacheco, Jersey guy, they don't win those last 2 Super Bowls without Pacheco. Like, he had some really critical, dirty runs that kept the defense honest and allowed Patty to operate. And when you have no run game,
it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. Everything is harder. It's harder to pass. It's harder to keep drives going. It's harder to sustain drives. It's just harder, so you need a run game. That's never going to go away with football.
I got to bring the stats back up, but I think last year when I was looking into it and doing my little research or whatever, running backs were like the second least paid position. I think kicker was underneath them, which is wild to me.
That's wild.
Given that their shelf life, well, the average NFL player's shelf life is like 3 seasons, but that's crazy to me.
You think kickers and running backs need their own separate union? Or the NFLPA needs to just get better?
Kickers
are people too.
They are people too. But
kickers are people too.
No disrespect to the kickers, okay? No disrespect to y'all, but yeah, let's keep them.
That's messed up. You're being
I love my kickers. I love you
You're
guys.
being a positionist.
No, I'm not. Now we making up shit.
Yeah,
you know what I was thinking about the
now.
other day? Mad random when I was thinking about running backs. Yo, my boy Playoff Lenny just sitting at home, bro.
He just chilling. I'm surprised we haven't given him a call because we love old running backs.
Listen, let me tell you something. Leonard Fournette, you out there, stay in shape, brother, because it's gonna be a team that's gonna be ringing your damn phone.
Yeah, especially
before the season is over.
Especially when it gets colder.
I'm surprised y'all ain't call him.
Because, I told you in the lost episode, I told you, we have Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence from Life at running back right now.
You need to stop.
It's facts.
You need to stop.
It's facts. Savage. It's facts. Live.
You need to stop.
Live.
Well, the team is in shambles, so it's just like, y'all need to stop.
But I don't know what they're doing at running back. I don't know what the plan is. I thought it was Rico. All right, but they haven't been. He has like bottom in the league in like attempts. Then we drafted Deuce Vaughn, but he's really tiny and he's not Maurice Jones-Drew. He's not.
I think.
And Zeke had no touches. They don't use Zeke.
I think I think the whole offense just needs to. It's a lot going on, if we're being honest, and we know Mike McCarthy lied to us, the good people. Okay, he said he was going to run the ball more than Kellen Moore.
The kids call that cap. That's
and
what
the
kids call that cap.
So, I don't know. Cowboys, we praying for you. It's going to be okay.
He needs to stop using plays from Madden 96 and start using plays from 2024 and 2025. Like, our offense doesn't look like it's in the modern NFL. It's madness.
We're going to talk about...
We'll get to it. I know.
We're going to talk about that because I have a segment where we're gonna get on Bill Belichick and where he's gonna go, because I'm not letting it go. Okay. And Cowboys is on there.
Please don't.
But
please don't.
I want to talk about. So Jerry puts on social media.
Oh God, I know where this is going.
A clip from was it last season, Steve, or the season before when I called in because Jerry and his brother filled in for me.
Right.
And everybody knows. I think Joe Burrow is up there. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah. It was last season.
Yeah.
It was last season. Thanks, Steve. And Jerry's like, hell no. He's trash.
Trash
is a stretch.
Joe Burrow trash?
Trash is a stretch.
Nah.
But
I can never say that about Joe.
Jerry puts out there, if Joe Burrow, basically he was saying, if Joe Burrow does not beat Lamar Jackson, take him out of the elite conversation. What's your thoughts?
That is madness. I mean, Joe is still to this day.
The boy nice.
He's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in this league.
He's nice.
I trust. We said this in the episode that we did last week.
Yeah.
There's only two guys I trust could walk into Arrowhead and handle Patty no matter what the weather is. It could be -10. And Joe's one of those guys.
And granted,
because he's done it before.
Yeah, and granted, I know people might be out there like, oh, y'all talking about old stuff. Okay, granted, he's like 3-2 against Patty. Patty trying to even it out, right?
Right.
But to your point, when he goes in and plays Patrick Mahomes, he's dueling with that guy.
Facts.
And
Facts.
The last game he outplayed him.
Facts.
It's just that right now, this season, I'm not making excuses. I'm stating facts. So don't go out there saying now she's making excuses because she rocked with the boy. No. The fact is, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens have a better team than the Bengals do.
Yeah, like team building still matters and coaching still matters. Like that's why this whole elite quarterback conversation that happens every single year with ESPN and Fox and all these clown shows is ridiculous to me.
Can you stop calling them clown shows?
I'm sorry, I have to. But for you, I won't.
I'm gonna be on one of them.
Comical shows. Comical. I'll amend it.
Oh my God.
And you know what's funny? We're gonna both end up on it, and then
I'm gonna be on
like,
one of them shows.
You're like, yeah. So yeah.
Pay my clown face now.
Exactly. The money's not clownish. That's for sure. But no. But that's what's ridiculous about this argument, because like you said, it's roster building, it's team building. Like, you're not going to sit up here and tell me Phillip Rivers wasn't a great quarterback.
No, he was good. His team was just basura.
His teams.
Or not the best.
You're not going to tell me Dan Marino wasn't one of them ones.
No.
He didn't have them teams.
I think, now, is your preference whether you want to put Lamar above Joe Burrow or Joe Burrow above Lamar, or throw Josh Allen in the mix? They're whatever, top 5, however you want to put it, they're up there. Whatever your order is your order. I will say the Ravens, after we questioned their identity, like what's their identity, woke up and got it by week 3. I rock with that, okay?
Yeah.
But I've said this last week and I said it the weeks before. If we look at those losses the Bengals have had, it's not on offense. Outside of week 1, the Bengals look like they got it together offensively, and they were down T. Higgins. Mm-hmm. Chase was, outside noise, contracts, whatever. Mm-hmm. But let's call it what it is. That defense has been an issue.
It has.
And I don't...
And I'll take it a step further. Right now, the Kansas City offense is not good. It's not. I've watched at least 2 of their first 4 games.
I mean, they could easily be 0-4.
They should at least be 2-2.
Yeah, they
could be
2-2.
And so
they're not the high power punch you in the face offense that we know.
No, and I can say that unequivocally because I got Patty in one of my leagues in fantasy, and he's putting up regular numbers. He's not lining it up because for whatever they don't have a number 1 receiver right now. It takes Kelsey some time. Mm-hmm. He's older. It takes him to get into midseason form or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So, and again, there's no run game. So the Chiefs have that defense, though, with Chris Jones and Spagnuolo leading those boys, even minus Snead. Snead's over in Tennessee.
I roll my eyes for Spags, like, damn you, Spags. Cost me 2 Super Bowls.
No,
whatever.
I love Spags.
I love him, too.
He kept the Eagles from getting it, and he kept San Francisco from getting it twice. Round of applause for Steve Spagnuolo.
Whatever. Continue.
Thank you.
Continue.
No, but so you need a defense. It's a team sport. You need a defense. At some point, you're going to need some stops. Or when the offense needs to get their act together and needs some time to figure stuff out and gel, you need that defense to keep you in the ball game. So,
and that's not happening for the Bengals.
We're down 10 instead of being down 20. Or we're down 7 instead of being down 14. Patty's got that. He's had that this whole era of the Mahomes era. He's had a defense to lean on to allow him to get back in the games. They were losing in all 3 of those Super Bowls that they've won. They were down. Until the defense made some critical stops, maybe got a turnover, and they came back and won.
And that's what you need. And I'm not gonna ride the Bengals too hard on the defense. I mean, the facts are the facts. But my concern with the Ravens too is they found that they seem to have found their identity offensively, defensively, and I'm not killing them. The defense is a new scheme. I mean, a new defensive coordinator. So acclimate.
Take some time.
Acclimate to the playbook, right?
Take some time, yeah.
So the defense is physical. We know that.
Yeah.
But I have no doubt. I have more faith that the Ravens defense will get to the defense that we historically know, as opposed to the Bengals defense getting it together.
Yeah, I mean, that Bengals defense, they made, and Jaden Daniels is lighting it up, but that Bengals defense had him looking like Joe Montana back there. And I'm just like, can you guys make him throw one incompletion? Like maybe two. I think they scored on every possession. And then I was watching the game, I was at camp for the Wizards, and I'm just like, Washington scored again and again and again. And
they looking good.
Yeah.
They looking good.
But what I'm saying is, on that night, Burrow in the offense was cooking.
But that's the thing. Look, outside of week 1, if you look at week 2, cooking. Minus T. Higgins.
Cooking.
Look at week 3.
Hibachi.
Cooking.
Hibachi.
Week 4, cooking.
Hibachi.
Can they cook again? Because the Lamar Jackson, I believe, is 4-1 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Against Joe Burrow head to head.
I can look it up.
He has a better record against the Bengals overall, but the Bengals ranked 27th in points allowed. So this is what we're saying. We can't do this. Gonna be a very good game. I think it's gonna be, I don't know. What do you think? High scoring, low scoring?
Somewhere in between. I don't, because is the game in Baltimore?
No, I think Cincy's hosting them.
I do think high, because right now, like you said, both
defenses is giving it up. So.
Yeah, like the Ravens have the worst pass defense in the league, which is, I was really surprised that Buffalo couldn't at least get some stuff going.
I called it. Didn't I call it?
You called it.
First of all, let me tell y'all.
You called it.
Let me not jinx myself, but I've been doing okay. I need a little crown for my picks. My pick'ems, because I've been doing okay. Derrick Henry on pace to break 10,000 rushing yards, which is going to be crazy, and he needs one more touchdown, which I know he's going to get you in my fantasy DH. So let's make that work out for 100 tutties. That will make him the 5th player in NFL history.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep. I mean, it's given in their first 125th game.
He's King Henry for a reason.
By the way, that's a big boy.
Lamar's 3-1 against Burrow.
Okay, 3-1. Ooh, yeah, I said 4-1. Sorry, I want to. Maybe I'm predicting another win.
Maybe I'm predicting. Foreshadowing. And he's 8-2 against the Bengals career-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got King Henry in good company, because he's with Emmitt Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson, Jim Brown, and Adrian Peterson.
Again, first ballot.
Yeah, great company. I don't know. Say what you want. Lamar, we know Lamar has more Pro Bowls. We know Lamar has more MVPs.
Yeah.
I don't think Joe Burrow has a Pro Bowl. Somebody can fact check me out there on social media world.
I'll be your fact checker today. I got you. I got you. I believe he has 1 or 2. I'd be shocked if Joe didn't have a single Pro Bowl. That'd be nuts.
I don't think so.
We're about to find out.
He got a postseason win. Know that much.
I know he's been to a Super Bowl.
We know that much.
There's a number of cats who can't say that.
So again, you choose who you want. I'm not going to take him out of the elite conversation as of yet. He's still that guy. He's still that guy to me.
He has 1 Pro Bowl, 2022.
Okay. I lied, guys. He has 1, not 0.
He's wilding with that haircut, but that's neither here nor there.
He needs his swag back, baby. Yeah. Take the blonde tips out. Get your swag back.
He looks like Eminem second album.
Nah, he still has the swag, but they got to figure it together. Okay, people, Davante Adams wants out. Wow, shocker. Messy. But yo, you're effing up my fantasy team, bro.
Man, I'm glad I didn't draft him.
You're messing me up.
I typically draft him in at least one of my leagues. Something told me, like, listen, don't touch him this year.
But it's all right. Because Darnell Mooney been holding it down for you, girl.
I got Mooney in one of the leagues, too.
And Tyler Lockett,
leagues, yeah.
I appreciate you for last week, okay?
Okay.
Because I had to pick somebody up.
Yeah.
But D-Hop, ooh. Davante Adams going to be back, because that hamstring, probably real. Week to week. When he goes to the team that he's going to get traded to, I'll give it 2 weeks and he'll be back like everything's all right.
Now, did you see what he posted on Instagram?
No, what did he post?
He posted Edgar Allan Poe.
Ooh, my 5th grade teacher she was obsessed with him.
I think one of my...
She put me on to him early. I love Edgar Allan Poe. What creepy thing did he post?
Quote the Raven, nevermore. Or the Telltale Heart, number one. Just saying.
Teams.
Just saying.
At first, I was talking shit, jumping out the window, like, he's going to the Chiefs. No, they're not going to trade him to the Chiefs. We know that. So, allegedly, he wants the Jets because good old Aaron Rodgers. He wants the Saints because him and Derek Carr, BFFs. If I were you, I would do the Ravens. You want to win. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think you're going to win with the Jets. Even if you were to go to the Jets got identity issues right now. Are they hot? Are they not? Like, what are we doing? Nathaniel Hackett, like, what's up with you, my boy? Is the offense remedial? Like, what's going on? If you notice, Garrett Wilson isn't getting a lot of touches, and it is what it is. Mike Williams is starting to resurgence a little bit, but he's going to his comfort blanket. Like, I think Alan Lazard is leading the team in receptions right now.
Yeah, he's got more. I think he's got, if not as many, really close targets to Garrett Wilson.
So if you bring Devontae in, what Garrett Wilson, you're probably not gonna, because you're gonna have 4 receivers now.
Yeah.
So or Mike Williams, like somebody's. What are you going to bring him into third down territory? Like, what are we doing here? And again, to me, it's not about the talent, weapons wise. It's what are we doing schematically, coaching wise.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in his position. Well, he doesn't have a no trade clause, so it's really out of his control.
Right.
You know, it's not like some other star players that we've seen in the past in this situation. I think you're certainly looking at 2 things. You're looking at the quarterback, especially if you're an older player, and you're looking at the coach. All right. Now, the Jets, they have the quarterback when healthy. Big caveat. Right. He's in the back 9.
Right.
Like this might be it for him, or maybe one more. Who knows? But the coaching's a big question mark with Saleh. Now, Ravens. The coaching is solid in Harbaugh, and he's got a Super Bowl, and you know what you're going to get there. And Lamar, you would like to believe that he's going to continue to get better as a passer.
Absolutely.
So I think it is the most attractive position. I know the clickbait was out there.
And we know what the Ravens do with veteran receivers.
They do.
We know what they do.
Odell had a decent season when he was healthy. I mean, he was hurt last year too.
Right. So
but there was a lot of clickbait saying that Dallas was interested, and I'm just like,
I mean, could be, but I mean, he's going to be linked to teams like Dallas, to the Commanders, to every team that's out there.
If the Commanders get him, that'll be scary. That'll be terrifying.
They're already
because they're already cooking with a bunch of number 2s and Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry's that dude.
I noticed I said number 2s and McLaurin. McLaurin's nice.
But Scary Terry been that dude. He just hasn't had QBs.
An actual quarterback.
He's been that dude.
No, Scary Terry is very underrated. What I'm saying is with Washington in that offense, Kingsbury and Jaden they're at the hip. They're so locked in right now. Right. And they have to be because that defense is terrible. That defense is awful in Washington.
And I'm not opposed to him and the Saints with Derek Carr.
They don't have the money, though.
They don't.
That's the issue.
They
don't have the money.
But I can see him in that offense with the new offensive coordinator. Like, I can see it. But historically, I don't care who's at quarterback. The Saints have been hit or miss.
They have been.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's just, don't do the Jets, bro. I feel like Nathaniel Hackett is nothing special. I mean, maybe back in the day, but we can't live in the past. We got to continue to evolve, man. We got to evolve. The Cowboys, just forget about it, brother. I know it's a word out on the street, but they have no running game, so your ass gonna be sitting in La La Land with the rest of the fans. Like, just leave that shit alone.
I mean, if he's ready to run the same offense he was running in 2014 with Mike McCarthy, because that's the offense we running now. I told you we're running PlayStation 2 offenses right now. And it's hard to. I saw it in 4K. I was at the game.
He's out of here.
I was at the game. It's not a matter of if he's out of here.
No,
it's when
out of here.
He's out of there.
They're not going to fire him in the middle of the season.
No.
They're going to do it at the end.
No, he's going to get the Jason Garrett.
Doug Peterson may be out during anywhere from now until the end of the season. Doug Peterson is the one that is coming. We just don't know when. It won't be a shocker.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni. Bro, you out of here.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't want to cause it. I don't want to say people are going to lose their jobs, but we are talking football. We are talking facts.
It's a results oriented business.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why Vrabel and Belichick passed on every coaching opportunity.
I mean, let everybody tell us. Belichick ain't getting no jobs. But anyway, we won't jump into that.
Just saying.
Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. I'm processing because Tua's coming back, or all signs leads to he will. Maybe he's planning on coming back, eventually coming back. The NFL has stated that they will not get involved in making a decision, which makes sense. Like, Tua's going to have full autonomy, as he should, over his body to make the decision, which isn't an easy decision. I can't imagine.
It's his livelihood.
Yeah. 3rd concussion.
Yeah.
But you love what you do, right? Again, when we were speaking last week, contractual obligations, how does that look like if he doesn't come back?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be transparent. I don't think the Dolphins are good with or without him. And I mean, let me rephrase that. The Dolphins are obviously a better team with Tua because we see what they're doing without Tua.
Yeah.
But in terms of being a top contender, I don't think Tua playing makes a difference. Their defense is nothing special to me right now. They're flashy, they're hot, they're shiny. They're that fine ass guy at the gas station, wherever firemen be, I don't know, or that badass woman that y'all dudes be trying to holler at. No, but with no substance.
No, the Dolphins are an IG model.
Okay.
That's what the Dolphins are. They're an IG model, and they look great. And awesome pics, awesome videos, probably got OnlyFans. But then you take them out, and you're just like, so, what do you do in your spare time? Water. I'm like, water? Wait, what? That's the Dolphins. And again, this goes to the point I made on several shows, not just mine, about these Alabama quarterbacks. You know how I feel about these Alabama quarterbacks. Mac Jones, you know him very well. How's he doing?
Listen, y'all know me. Alabama and Ohio State quarterbacks, I'm not a fan of.
I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going.
Outside of maybe 1 or 2.
A.J. McCarron?
I mean, I thought AJ was going to be something special.
He was in the UFL last time I checked.
But Jalen, that's the only one. I'm trying to think of somebody else.
How's Jalen doing?
First of all, it's not my boy's fault. Okay?
Savage.
It's not my boy's fault. His coach ain't giving him the proper tools to be successful.
How's Bryce doing? I can do this all hour.
To be fair to Bryce,
good.
Okay, to be fair to Bryce, he's in a shitty situation, and the Panthers ain't set up for failure. Let's be fair to Bryce.
Alabama quarterbacks are not good.
I'm in agreement. Anybody that know me, if y'all been watching the show and been listening to us before we turn visual, okay?
Facts.
I'm in agreement. Alabama and Ohio State quarterbacks, I'm like, they're not successful in the NFL.
What it is they're surrounded by first and second rounders, all on offense, all on defense, which is cool in the SEC. But as soon as you get drafted by a team that you got to build from the ground up, how does it look in the light? How does it look in the light? And everyone was like, oh, Jalen's the exception. Jalen's the exception.
I mean, Jalen's nice.
He's nice?
Jalen is nice.
You know who leads the league in turnovers in the last 2 years?
We know it's him. We know. We know the facts.
I think he's like 3-10 in his last 13 starts.
Okay?
I could keep going.
And he ranks 32 among QBs in average time before releasing the ball, which is like 3.1 seconds. But why are you holding the ball so long, Jalen?
Because at Alabama.
No, it's not because of Alabama. No, I really think it jumps down to it's something there between like the coaching personnel and
the coaching has a big part to do with it.
That's what I'm saying. And we saw it at the end of last year. We heard rumors like, people try to paint like, it's Jalen, he's cocky. I don't think so. Like, obviously the locker room on both sides was a hot ass mess. Like, you lost the team defensively. Absolutely. You're bringing Matt Patricia at like the last 5 weeks of the season. Why the hell we doing that, people? But whatever. It's something not there, and I've said it since week 1. And I'm going to probably keep saying it. I firmly believe Nick Sirianni will no longer be the coach there. We've seen what they did to Doug Peterson within like 2 years of him winning the Super Bowl.
They built a statue for him and Nick Foles and got both of them up out of there. Like 2 years later?
See you later, because
Philly is heartless.
Philly has expectations. Right? Yeah. The team mimics the town or vice versa. They crazy out there. Yeah. Okay?
They think Rocky's real. Come on, bro. What are we doing?
If you as ownership have faith in your quarterback, which they do, because we know Jalen Hurts is a leader. We know it can get it done. But your leader is going to take cues from the other leader, which is your head coach. Mm-hmm. And something there's not vibing.
No.
It's not. And Nick Sirianni makes terrible decisions. Granted, I picked the Eagles to beat the Bucks. I don't know why.
Which was insane.
But I said I was crazy. Y'all know I'm a little crazy, right?
That was wild.
But me thinking, and I ain't no damn coach. I'm just a woman that love football, right? We know Todd Bowles going blitz and all that. But we also know y'all have no receivers because both receivers were hurt. Mm-hmm. Why we not running the ball?
I could tell you. I could give you a nice detailed answer. It starts with Kellen and it ends with Moore. It's that simple.
Why Jalen Hurts not making plays with his legs?
It starts with Kellen and it ends with Moore. And also, that goes to Jalen too, because his pocket awareness is wow. But
why Dallas Goddard not getting in the other DGH or whatever letters coming? Is like, what are we doing here?
The thing with Kellen Moore is you follow basketball. You work for the Nets. you love some basketball.
Don't tell my business.
I'm just saying. You love some basketball.
Hey, Knicks.
Hey,
Liberty.
You love some basketball. Kellen Moore is Mike D'Antoni. He's going to put up 140 points in a regular season when he's right, but as soon as he plays a Greg Popovich or an actual adult coach, he doesn't know what the hell to do. He had Justin Herbert looking like a bust last year. Justin Herbert is nice. Justin Herbert looked bad. He looked like Oregon Justin Herbert last year, rookie year. And I'm just like, yo, why is Justin Herbert so bad? Because you got a coordinator that runs like plays that he thinks works in the SWAC division with Boise State. And it's the NFL. And this is the thing. This is what happened in Dallas.
How these people still have jobs and black coordinators and coaches can't get a job? Because what's up with my boy, bro? What's up with my boy that was coaching with Tom Brady? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Head coach with Tom Brady as the Bucks.
You mean Romeo?
No.
Bowles?
No. Oh, my gosh. I'm blinking. I'm
blinking out, too.
Okay. Let me pull it up. But... oh my gosh, I can't continue unless I pull it up now. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm terrible for blinking.
Was he an OC or DC?
No, Bucks. Yo.
Bucks head
coach? Oh, OC.
Brian Leftwich?
Yes.
Yeah, Leftwich. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brian. Don't kill me. But like Byron's in limbo. Like
I'd hire him over Kellen Moore in a heartbeat.
Eric.
The enemy. Yeah.
In limbo. Like, why am I blanking on my black OCs? I'm so sorry, y'all. Like
I'm rooting for black. We both rooting for black.
But not only that, like they're proven time and time again, and they get one not so successful year, and now where are they? But we have a Kellen Moore, and I'm speaking facts here. Like, I'm not talking about skill set, but you're showing us that we're not making improvement, and we still have these jobs.
I said this when the Eagles signed him. I'm like, this is gonna blow up in their faces because the main reason why they signed him because they thought that Kellen Moore elevated Dak Prescott, which is cap. I'm gonna take the hat off for that one. That's cap. Dak Prescott was lighting it up in spite of him. And then he proved that because the next year that Kellen Moore left,
he was still doing his thing.
He finished second in MVP and led the league in touchdown passes.
He was still doing his thing.
Kellen Moore is not good. You're not good if your offense doesn't work in the playoffs or against good teams. You're not a good OC.
Listen.
I've been saying this for years.
I thought Kellen Moore would spark Justin Herbert, which I did, and it didn't. Again, to my point, we're getting these jobs, we're keeping these jobs, but I don't see an upward trend. And when we have available coordinators, to whom, which just happen to be black, they don't have that same grace.
Nope.
And it's a fact. You could say what you want to say. I really don't care because I'm telling y'all what it is.
It's facts.
Eric Bieniemy is out there somewhere.
He's in college now. He's coaching college now.
And if he chooses to come back to the NFL, like, come on. His track record is proven, okay?
So when Bill takes the Dallas job, I'd love for him to hire Eric Bieniemy as his OC.
And Byron is out there. Not when he takes the Dallas job. Get your ass up out of here. I love that. And then back to the Eagles, the defense, like
Vic Fangio.
It's so crazy. Last week, I was looking over the episode we recorded last week that we didn't release. I praised Vic Fangio last week.
And I thought it was a mistake.
And then this week, I'm like,
I thought it was a mistake.
you're giving your girl Miami defense. Because Miami was here and there. We can't do that in Philly, bro, or you out.
The Eagles hired, I think this is like the second time they hired him, because for the Super Bowl, they had brought him in as like a specialist the week of the Super Bowl, thinking that, yeah, he's an expert in stopping Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes didn't throw an incompletion in the second half.
Well, first of all, that Super Bowl.
I'm just saying.
Let's talk about the turf, but the floor. But that's neither here nor there. First of all, back to the Eagles, because I'm getting distracted, y'all. Their pass rush is non-existent.
No.
And that back seven, front seven, whatever, is inconsistent. So they have to, they got to tighten that up.
I think both of the coordinators they hired, they went for name and splash. They did over substance. You know, because when you go to the Super Bowl, right, and you lose both coordinators, I knew the Eagles were going to take a step back last year. I knew that was not a shocker.
I hope they didn't, but I kind of felt that way too. Yeah.
Going for Fangio, you're just like, all right, well, we're familiar with him. He kind of helped us in the Super Bowl, didn't really, but he's got a name. Let's go get him. Let's get Kellen Moore,
now
because
we're taking shots.
I'm taking them super shots.
Did.
Let's get Kellen Moore, because we went against his offense, and they had problems against that Kellen Moore offense. As pedestrian as it was, Dak lit them up a few times with the Kellen Moore offense. And it's like, you know what? Let's bring him in too. But again, Kellen Moore would be a marvelous JV high school coach. I wouldn't even say college. Maybe the SWAC. Maybe.
Is this a personal opinion?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm speaking facts. His offense does not work against better defenses. And I said this before the season started. I'm going to pay close attention to every time Philly plays a physical defense or a complex defense that like Brian Flores, a lot of disguises, a lot of exotic looks that makes you think. They'll run like cover 3 here and cover 2 here and single and man here. Like, I'm going to pay attention. And every single time thus far, when the Eagles have played a rough and tumble defense that blitzes a lot, the Bucs defense was a prime example. And I know they were missing 2 starters, but still, like,
when you got Todd Bowles, I mean, that's what he does. You know that.
Like, Jalen was getting blitzed off the bus, like we had discussed.
Todd Bowles gonna do that.
So what I'm saying is, we'll see when AJ comes back and when Devontae comes back and they have their full complement of weapons. But I'm telling you what I saw in person for years. Kellen Moore doesn't understand pace of play. Like, okay, this is a game I got to run a lot. Or this is a game I got to do a little bit of both.
Right.
Or this is a game that's going to be pass heavy.
Right.
He just calls plays like he's in his basement. Like Michael Lombardi calls him joystick, like he's playing Madden in his basement on his mom's Wi-Fi. Like that's what he's got going on, and that's going to help Sirianni get fired. Because he's going to get blamed for it, because they're just like, we had a collapse last year.
But it's not just that. Nick Sirianni isn't.
He's not a good coach anyway.
Yeah,
he's a walk-around coach.
And it's crazy because his first year, like, getting the job over a eligible black candidate. But that's neither here nor
not here there.
But let's be honest. I don't think any of us knew who he was. So I'm like, who the hell is Nick Sirianni? He barely good. I'm talking mad junk. And then they win. So it shuts me up, right? And probably shuts a lot of people up because they win. Then a year or so after that, it's just like...
Teams get tape. Teams get film.
Are you really a good coach or a great coach? Or you had a squad and it was just like your year? Like...
The same thing happened with Kellen Moore. Oh, you guys are putting up a lot of yards during the regular season. What happens if we play a lot of cover 3 that you guys aren't good at? You can't move the ball? Your offense doesn't work at all? I thought you were good though. I thought you were like a wizard. I guess not.
Savage.
It's not gonna end up well. I'm telling you that.
All right. We're gonna jump into Bill Belichick for a quick second.
You mean the Cowboys' next head coach?
Before we do our picks for the week. He's linked to just about every team that needs a coach.
But let me. Can I give you the take that I gave to shout out to Joe Beningo? He was on the show a couple days ago.
Okay, talk to me.
Just saying. The thing with Bill is he's gonna have the Harbaugh setup with whatever job he says yes to.
Okay.
He's gonna walk in and say, "This is what I want. These are my demands. I want A, B, C, and D. I want to be able to do whatever I want.
As he should.
And I've got a bucket of Super Bowl rings that I can put right on this table. I don't have to, but you know my name already.
Okay.
It's like walking into a job interview that's really a formality. It's like you're basically dictating the terms of what's going to happen.
I mean, when you're the GOAT as a head coach.
That's what I'm saying. So this is why I say that he's a prime candidate for Dallas, and I'll say it on camera.
It's not gonna work.
No, it is. It is. And here's my proof. You know what my proof is? Bill Parcells. They said the same thing about Bill Parcells. They said, oh, Parcells will never work with Jerry. They're going to get into fights all the time. Jerry's like...
That was young Jerry. No. Old as hell Jerry. It ain't going to work.
He was old as hell when he hired Bill.
Well, he even older as heller. And that ain't even a real word, but y'all know what I'm saying.
It works in this scenario. Like Bill's gonna be like, listen, Jerry, you can have your talk show, you can come on the field and hit backflips during the bye week, you can do whatever you want. These are the 5 things that are wrong with your defense, and these are the 5 things that are wrong with your offense. Let me do my job and fix them.
And these are the 5 things that are wrong with your organization because Jerry's too involved.
No. This is the disconnect. This is the disconnect.
He is not.
This is the disconnect. I'm telling you, he's not.
We disagree on that.
We are, because the issue, so the dysfunction in the front office, everyone swears it's Jerry. It's really Steven. I'm trying to tell you.
Jerry, Barry, Cleveland, I don't care.
That's crazy with the names.
The whole Jones family,
no.
It ain't going to work.
This is the issue. They figured out the drafting, right? They're in the top 3 consistently year in and year out of drafting Pro Bowlers and drafting and getting like great rosters.
Okay.
You know why they don't win? Because come regular season, the coaching is subpar, or come playoff time, the coaching is subpar, and in the offseason, they want to sign bottom of the basement, or this year they're just like, we're not going to sign anybody.
They don't make moves in the offseason.
They don't understand how to marry and blend free agency and trades to the drafting.
Okay.
That's why, and my bad, and the coaching as well.
Okay.
They can't bridge those together. My thing is, I believe a guy like Bill Belichick or somebody in that vein, they have an understanding of that, and they can help the front office see the philosophies of like, listen, this isn't working. This isn't working. Try it this way. You can take my word for it. I've got a bunch of these rings to show you. And the thing with McCarthy, he doesn't have any of that bravado to be like, yo, no. Instead, they're just like, you know what? Do you want Mike Zimmer? Okay, you can have him. Okay, do you want Brian Schottenheimer to help you? Okay, but McCarthy's not going to stand up and be like, listen, I really need this, and this, player-wise. He's not going to stand up and do that.
Okay,
that's the issue.
Can I jump? I'm going to jump in and say the reasons why I think it won't work. Bill and the Joneses ain't happening. It sound good. It sound cute. Bill might be like, I won't take on the leadership role. I'm gonna fall back. It ain't happen. Bill has to have control. That's that.
Full control.
He has to. I mean, that's just his personality. The man likes 70. Okay, by the time he gets a job, probably 72. And I believe there hasn't been a coach over 70 that has won anything, but that's neither here nor there. It would be nice if Bill comes back, coaches, and get a ring, but legacy, I want him to be successful. His last 2 seasons with the Patriots weren't successful. Yes, times have changed. A lot of these players prefer a more player-friendly coach. Bill about that business. Mm-hmm. We know that. Michael Parsons ain't gonna have no damn podcast with Bill Belichick as a coach. Nope. You know why? Nope. Michael Parsons, your ass ain't Lawrence Taylor. That's why. You're not a Gronkowski. You're not a Tom Brady. Those 3 players are outliers. And Matthew Slater, like one of the best special teamers ever. Bill Belichick make exceptions for outliers. Yeah. You ain't that. Okay? Yeah, I don't think Dallas players can take Bill Belichick's tenacity and like his bravado and, bro, we ain't here to play, we here to win.
They said the same thing about Bill Parcells though.
That was years ago, and different personnel. You think these players that you have on this squad are equivalent to the players back then? Hell to the no.
I think they're very similar. I think they're very similar. I talked about this last time I brought it up a few days ago. Romo, he gives you 30 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Dak kind of gives you that. They got a top
Romo
five.
was a good
top
QB.
5 pass rusher in DeMarcus Ware. Micah is a top 5 pass rusher. Kind of overrated. I'll be the first to say it. And right now he's hurt.
You got to focus. I think if Micah focuses, he'll be who we believe he can be. He got to focus.
Wade Phillips had T.O. McCarthy's got C.D. The offensive line is young, but still top 10.
C.D. is
like, come on.
C.D. is very good.
They have a talented core that can win. They're missing.
But he ain't at the top.
He's top 3. He's top 3 and he's not 3. I said what I said.
Hell to the no.
Put it in the comments.
Hell to the no. I bang with CD.
Is CD a top 5?
He not Justin Jefferson.
He's right up there with him.
He not Chase. He not Mike Evans. Come on, brother.
I'll pull up his stats from last year.
I'll
pull up his stats from last year. You can pull up all the stats
you want to pull up.
Numbers don't lie. I said what I said.
He ain't down.
He's one of them ones. He's him.
He not Debo.
Ceedeelamb Lamb, first of his name.
Them, bro.
He led the league in every major receiving statistical category last year. Does that not mean anything?
You could put his ass in top 10 if you want. But he ain't top 3, and I don't care what you're telling me.
He's top 3, and he's not 3. He's top 5, he's not 5. I've been saying that since last year, and last year he proved it.
Bruh, Bill Belichick Jaguars, what you think about that?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay, Bill Belichick Eagles. I think he might fit in the Eagles. I think that thing might work.
He would go to the Eagles, but then Jalen's not safe, because I don't think Jalen's the answer. I don't. I don't see it. I know they've got a lot of money tied up in him, but
I never thought about that.
It's the same in every situation. When you bring in a new coach or you bring in a new GM and you've got the previous regime's quarterback, I'm not married to him.
No, but I think it'll work. I think dollar bill will make it work.
They would have to modify they'd have to go either get Steve Steichen to bring him back to be the OC. Listen, leave the Colts job and come back.
Because you need to come back, brother. Because it ain't working. Who miss who more? Like
I think we know the answer to that.
Who miss who more?
The answer is yes. But he would have to modify the offense. He'll probably bring in McDaniel to be the OC, which is hilarious.
Giants fans. Bill on the Giants, a marriage made in heaven, because we all know Bill Belichick has an infinity for the New York. That's his first love.
They don't got the quarterback, though.
Oh, no, Daniel Jones would be. Now, he wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be safe at all.
If Bill even entertains, takes a meeting,
Brian Daboll, I'm going to be honest, as quiet as we've been, your job probably not safe. Your job ain't safe either, brother.
And I'm
going to keep it 100.
Which sucks because he's a good coach. I like Brian Daboll.
He's good.
I'd love if Brian Daboll was my head coach.
But you don't have proper personnel, and then why the hell that y'all pay Daniel Jones? I'm sorry, but not sorry. What are we doing? And then the way y'all drafted, what are we doing?
I'm going to tell you what I told Joe Benigno to his face. They did things backwards. They gave Saquon the tag and gave Daniel the bag. They should have did it completely opposite. Tag Daniel and give Saquon the bag. Saquon earned it. He took all those beatings on all those bad Giant teams with no line. He earned his money. He earned it. And then you tag Daniel Jones. That way you have the freedom to let him walk and then aggressively go get a quarterback. That's what a competent GM would do. But Sheen is looking real suspect.
They've been like that, but they
Sheen's
ain't
looking suspect. But then their owner makes football decisions. You know how that goes, right?
You need to stop.
You know how that goes,
you
right?
You need to stop.
I'm just saying, when owners make football decisions, you guys at home.
You need to stop. Yo, I want to know what I got to do to be a GM, okay? Because to the GMs out there that know football, we love you.
We call it Blanco privilege.
For the ones that y'all just got money and got a team,
man,
what a girl got to do?
I'll be looking at some of these contracts. I'll be looking at some of these trades. The Titans GM trading A.J. Brown was insane. On draft night when they announced it, I'm just like, they traded him for what?
They gonna do what they gonna do to do what they gonna did, okay?
Bro, it's rigged. It is what it is. Rigged.
It is what it is.
It's rigged. Vegas and the mobsters, they own this shit.
All right, let's get into these picks. Dolphins, Patriots, they're at New England. Y'all know me. Your girl don't go against New England for nothing. I don't care. Yes, we don't have a line. Yes, Jacoby Brissett is fighting for his life.
Jacoby Kelly?
Yes, I think our center, Andrews, is out, but I'm still rocking with the Patriots. Who you picking? The Dolphins in shambles, so flip a coin. They both 1-3. It is what it is.
It's a tie. Tie. No, I'm going to pick the Pats. That's what I picked on my show. Sidebar, you picked the Pats over the 49ers. You need to answer for that.
Okay.
Put the camera. Just leave the camera. Just look at the camera.
And my answer is, I don't pick against the mother effing Patriots.
That was insane. That was
But if you
nasty
smart,
work.
Because you know when I drop these picks, read the comments, okay? I mean, read the
fine print?
Read the comments.
The fine print.
If you smart, use your brain. Use your brain. Jets, Minnesota. It's in London, I believe.
I think the Jets have a bounce back game because they should have won. They should have beat the Broncos, but the weather was terrible and their offensive line played awful.
You know who 13-21 against the Blitz?
Who? It was like Aaron Rodgers or the other guy.
You know what team is second blitzing in the league right now? They blitz like 41.3% of the time.
Vikings.
Okay, all right. And you know they keep quarterbacks only a 63.5 passer rated?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's in London, though.
Okay. The new environment might be good, but the O-line got to get right for Aaron. If they want to do anything, they got to get right.
If that O-line plays like they played remotely close.
Because you know your boy was sacked 5 times and had 14 quarterback hits.
Yeah. He's old. He can't take that type of
But you can't do that against. And everybody knows what B Flow's gonna do. We know between him and Tom Bowles, those men gonna blitz.
They're sending blitzers to freaking Aaron Rodgers' house in Jersey. Right now, as we speak.
You're saying the Jets might...
I think the Jets are going to pull it out with a late field goal.
Okay.
I think the Jets pull it out.
And I'm not going to go that route.
Okay.
I'm going to... B-Flow, my guy, man. I rocks with him. I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. I trust in B-Flow, I trust. Okay. So I'm going to rock with that. Buffalo, Houston. In Houston, what we done?
I picked Buffalo last week against the Ravens. And
damn, that's crazy.
That was crazy, wasn't it? So I can't do that again. So I'm going to go with Houston. That's wild. Where my camera at? Yeah, that was crazy.
No Von Miller, right?
Yeah, he had some off-the-field issues domestically.
If Nico Collins can go off, this is tough. I think the Bills will have a bounce-back game against the C.J. Stroud and company. I really do believe that.
They should have lost last week.
Yeah, they should have, would have, could have. Carolina, Chicago. In the Chi-Town, they go down.
Chicago's at home. I'm not going to watch. It's a 1 o'clock game. But
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it. It's bad football. But Chicago.
Flip a coin. Chicago pulled out a win for me last week. And so did the Texans. I did good last week. But flip a coin. I'm going to say...
I was like Andy Dalton.
I don't know. I'm going to come back to this.
I mean, he lit it up last week.
He did. I guess I don't really care. Flip a coin.
You ain't watching the game either.
I am. I watch all 30. I watch all 32 teams play. Thank you.
I'm about to get you this cap. You got extra on the car.
I guess I'm going Carolina, Baltimore, Cincinnati, 1 o'clock game. This is going to be so good. I think the Bengals are hosting them. Damn, I don't want to pick against my boy Lamar, man. But I don't know. Cincy needs this win.
I think Cincy's going to be desperate and Cincy's going to pull it.
Yeah, I think they need this win.
Yeah.
I think they need this to be 2-3, man. I'm going Cincy.
I picked the Ravens on my show, man, so I gotta be consistent with it because the Ravens at home, but it's like Cincy's more desperate. I'm gonna go Ravens.
I might change my pick. I tend to do that after I process. But let's see. Jacksonville versus the Colts.
Jacksonville. They're not going to go to 5.
Okay.
They're not in full tank mode yet.
Okay. I'm going Jags too. They're at home. Don't get embarrassed again. Cleveland, Washington. I'm going Washington with the hot hand. And I don't know what I'm getting in Cleveland. Like, because I'm also taking Washington. I don't know.
When Washington wins, the Jameis Winston watch will begin.
Oh, he's backing up Deshaun.
Yeah, because Deshaun about to get up out of there.
What's his name is practicing this week, no?
Talking about quarterback?
No, running back.
Oh, Chubb. Yeah, Chubb's back in practice.
Back in practice. I mean, 1 and 3.
Can Chubb play quarterback?
You need to stop. Vegas, Denver.
Denver. Because Denver's at home.
Yeah, Denver's at home. No Devontae. Bo Nix is looking good. That defense is looking good.
Vegas don't have a quarterback. Gardner Minshew's not the answer. You know he's not.
You need to cut it out. Minshew magic
I haven't been wrong yet.
Is brewing somewhere, I
Where?
think.
Hogwarts?
Arizona saying, Fran, I am so sorry, Kyler. I love you to death. You know I've been caping for you since day one. Okay, just saying Fran all day. I'm sorry, Kyler.
They have enough Avengers to win the game. So I'm going to go with San Fran, too.
Giants, Seahawks, I'm going Seahawks.
Seahawks. I just picked up their defense in fantasy in my money league, so I need them to do that.
Green Bay, LA. Ugh.
LA's beat up, man. No
They
Puka,
are,
no Cooper.
They are.
They about to get Torrey Holt off the couch.
You need to stop.
They about to call up, Isaac Bruce. Lace him up.
I'm going to go Green Bay. I like the defense. Jordan Love is getting the rust off of him, so I'm going to go Green Bay. Cowboys Steelers on a Sunday night.
America's team.
I am going with the Steelers.
Hater.
No, I'm not hating on y'all.
No, I'm not. You're the furthest thing from a hater. I know a lot.
I believe they're in that. It's not called Heinz Field anymore, right?
It's called Alacrius or something.
Okay,
Stadium.
Heinz Field. I'm going to stay with what I know.
I'm still calling it.
That defense is a problem. So the defense gonna make it do what it do. Monday night, Saints and Chiefs. Regardless of what the Chiefs do, I'm just gonna pick them until they show me otherwise. Like, I'm just gonna pick them.
If the game was in New Orleans, I would pick New Orleans. I said that on my show. I stand by that, but it's not. So Kansas City.
That's just what it is. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, share, like, subscribe, follow your girl Under Review Podcast on YouTube. You can follow her Instagram podcast Under Review. U-GoBoy, where do people follow you at?
U-GoBoy88 on all platforms. U-GoBoy Media on all platforms.
All right, guys. Later.
Peace.
Yo, it feels good to be back.